Alright, let me just make sure that... Whoop. Make sure that we are audio. Hello? Okay, I can hear myself. Okay. We can hear ourselves. That's good to me. Oh my gosh. Let me get the link. Link. Y'all didn't see that. Okay. Hello. Hello. Anybody in there? I know I certainly am. How are we doing tonight? I'm doing absolutely spectacular. It's been a good day. Set up, doing things, living, doing what we must. Well, today, I'm going to say these weird words. Today, I am going to get some of these ships, and we're going to go ahead and set sail with these ships. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to read it back just for my own purposes so I know what I'm doing tonight. Is it true that you could be one conversation away from changing your life? All it takes is a single ask. I recently have adopted the all ships must sail policy. I have been watching over my dreams that I have held within for a time uncountable. That's very poetic if you think about it. Or if you don't, it's not. Whatever. Carefully forming their bodies, their hearts, their dreams, and intending a purpose for them upon their birth. However, sitting around inside of my soul simply cannot be their fate, because they got to get out of there. You know what I mean? So tonight I will line up every dream that I can muster. Many of whom wait at the gate with their teeth gnawing, and set them on to find their paths. So we're going to watch me set sail and to their unknown destinations. So, what we have here in front of us today is this building, the original building here, we're going to flip this on its side just so that we can see what's going on here. The original building, image rotation, counterclockwise. The original building here is in Barcelona. As I mentioned before, I had an artist residency in Barcelona, or not in Barcelona, but in Spain. But this specific building was in Barcelona. I don't remember the name of it at the moment. But nonetheless, and I'm not going to look it up because I'm too lazy for that. Too lazy for that. So, you know, anyway, this building was really cool. It was just like, okay, so most of Barcelona is these old European, like 1,000-year-old buildings and everything like that. So like that's really cool. But then there's this one section where it's ultra modern. Like there's a lot of buildings that you'd see anywhere else in the world. And this one building was so cool because this doesn't do it justice. This was like hundreds of feet tall, so it just goes up and up and up, and it's just got this big round top to it, and it just kind of is very cool. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I was thinking, okay, why don't I use that one? No, I did this artwork for a different thing while I was in the residency. Um, I'm not gonna be able to find it right now, but trust me, it was cool. It was there. So this is maybe what I think I'm gonna use this as the basis for what we're gonna do today. So the idea is ship setting sail. Now, in my mind, that could either be a boat, it could be a spaceship. Nonetheless, it's an idea that is ready, that is packaged, that is ready to be sent out into the world and to go on its path, and hopefully it'll come back to me in a positive way. That's what we're looking for. Some ideas go out and they get, the ships burn down. Some of them get lost and never come back. Some of them go somewhere and also don't come back, but they still, that was good for them. Either way, I'm going to celebrate all of them. That's what I'm looking for here today. So I think I'm going to do my little classic artwork. I've decided a lot of my artwork is some things I've done previously. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go in here. We're going to look at this tower for a second. Okay, I'm going to do a little magic behind the scenes. Okay, just give me a sec here. I think I'm going to put the little music on. Get the little music's going. Get the little music's going. Doing all that. All right, let me figure something out here real quick. All right, so this, I'm gonna see if I can do some contrast situation. Yeah, that's more what I'm looking for. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna start with this. I'm gonna do another extra layer kind of going on here. Then we're gonna do one of these here. And I'm gonna do one of this. And I think somewhere around there would be pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna have this as a base. So we're gonna look all the way down here. I originally named this, whatever I made was the pill-sized tower, because it looks like a pill. Whatever. We're gonna all right. I gotta get the right song going on. What am I doing? I'm getting the right song. I think I want to flip it on its side right now. And we're just gonna go ahead, open her up. If I get rid of that, we're gonna do multiple, just as we do normally. Okay, well I gotta zoom in because you guys can't see that. I'm gonna make me a little smaller. So now I gotta think about, like, what do I want to do? How do I want to play this? And now, this idea has been kind of floating around in my head for the last couple weeks. I almost got a tattoo. I mean, not almost. I will get a tattoo of this kind of idea of sending. Well, all ships must sail. So I think I'm gonna kind of base it off of that idea. So originally, what it was kind of a. Let me see if I can, like, mess with the perspective here. Kind of looks like gorilla fingers, to be honest with you, but you know what? That's okay. My last stream was about cells, like kind of rebuilding your body and everything like that. So, and this sort of looks like eukaryotic. Don't ask me how I got that word, but eukaryotic cells. This really does look like gorilla hands, or whatever. So, an idea that I have. So we got this going on already. So. Alright, so we're going to take this part of it, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You can see that. Copy, paste. No, I don't want this to look like sperm cells. I want this to look not like that. Alright, let's go down to 1 for right now, and then we'll figure it out from there. So you guys can just kind of go ahead and do your thing, and then I'll figure this one out. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. So I kind of like want these things going through the water and going in a certain direction. So so whatever that may look like, you know, like when hold on. Let me get rid of that line. It looks it looks like a corn dog or a cattail, like the whatever it's called. It's not exactly what I'm going for, I will say, but you know what? So there was this experiment that I did the other day. So while I was thinking about getting this as a tattoo. Hold on. I was thinking of getting this as a tattoo. And I was trying to think of like what. Where is it at? Where is it at? What does a shadow look like in a certain context? So I'm gonna bring myself a little bit bigger here. What does a shadow look like in this context? So literally what I did is I got an old phone case, like a clear phone case, and I got this here. I was like, okay, that's what a shadow would look like. So I got to get the right like angle here on like if I were to do something like this. Let me zoom it in a little bit. If I were to do something like that, then like what would that be like to make it look like it was like shallow water? So maybe I gotta figure out the angle of like what's going on exactly. So. Distort. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just like grab these. Oh, I can realize you're just looking at me tweak out over here. All right, so it's going up and that way, so. So how did I angle it before? So like the bottom of the water is going to be somewhere around here, I'm thinking. Because it's not like that. This needs to be on top somehow. Yeah, that's more like it. Like somewhere around there. Like that kind of looks about real. Let me go back a couple steps here. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Duplicate layer. I know I have no clue what this is, and I will not claim that I do at any point. So we're gonna merge these layers, put these guys down here. Whew. Ouch. Hi, Cassie. Thanks for joining. How are you? Oops. Okay, so now I have to like come up with a line right about. Hmm. All right, let's just take a step back for a second. So this is like the kind of like what I'm end goal going for. So we're gonna go ahead and just build up the boat. Whoops. Streaming. Ah. Thank you. This is quickly going away from a boat, but you know what? That's not my problem. I just make the art. Excuse me. Oof. Alright, so something I'm going to do over here, I think. I'm going to get rid of just these. I'm gonna get rid of this. Just did the exact same thing twice. Just kind of took that part, but that's okay. just needs to be black. So let's just go ahead and go back up here. Something like that. Yeah. And I'm going to change the color of this thing to I don't want it to be red, but we can figure that out. Hold on. I mean, the ocean's blue, so we can just go with blue. No, that's right, that's right, that's right. There was certainly an easier way to do that, but that's what we got for now. Alright, you know what? There's a way easier way to do this. Hold on. Okay. I think I want it to be nighttime, so I'm just gonna... Okay, and then we're gonna do same color. It's gotta be like a line for it though. Like a noticeable line. Yeah, something like that. There you go. Ah. Alright, so what happens if I just merge these two? What happens? What happens? Whoa! This kind of looks closer to what I was going for, so let's go ahead and mess with that then. I sometimes forget that I'm streaming and people can see me doing this, so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna make this as small as I can. I keep doing that. Alright, there's something that I messed up along the way here. I mean, there's this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That's something. Hold on, we're gonna do something with that. Alright, so that's one option, okay? We can go back to what we were doing before, but like that's one option. I mean, I really kind of like this, like, if I can just get rid of some of that there. 'Cause I really like this, like, misty kind of thing that's going on right now. What if I just merged them? Come away. Now, why is that happening? I am not sure why that's happening. Why is this happening? There we go. That's better. Just trying to get rid of that line there. realizing something is that, like, the way that the water works, that it wouldn't be like directly under the boat would still be light, but everything else after that would not be light. Because the water, because it's floating. Because it's floating, you see. Okay, and now we're gonna come back. Oop, 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 oop. Nope, nope. I don't know what just happened there, but anyway. Right? Is that how that works? Let me look at my study again. Oh, no, I have to go to google.com, guys. I'm sorry. New. See if I can find something. Because, like, okay, so what I'm thinking here is, like, the water is, like, the sun or whatever the light source is up here, or whatever the light, oh, wrong one. Whatever the light source is up here is so bright that it's cutting through the water, and the water is so clear as well that it's going right there. So wouldn't it be, like, right, like, where would that start? Like somewhere around there? Yeah, I think. I might need to go. I mean, this is obviously just the beginning, but I might need to go and do a little research. I should have got that fish tank when I had the chance. I was recycling stuff for work, and there was somebody like threw away a fish tank, and it was perfectly good. And I'm like, I could use that. I could use that for my bits and stuff. So I don't know, like I don't know. I mean, like that could be around it. How much time we got? We got 1:26 so far. So things have been going pretty good. Let me just kind of like, the word dither comes to mind. I don't know if that is even close to. I'm gonna look up dither real quick just for fun. Clear water. Hold on, let me look this up. I mean, there's like that a little bit. But it's kind of like pretty much. Also, what I'm looking at here, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring that over here. I'm gonna claim this is not my photo. Just want everybody to know this is not my photo. Also, I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it goes. So what I'm looking at here, okay, this is not the same angle necessarily, but it's still something to consider. So, where is it? Okay, so like the way that the shadow is working over here is that it looks to me like and it seems to be the same angle too, because it's kind of a low, the light is kind of low right there. To me, it looks like it's like directly under it. But like, okay, see what I'm trying to figure out here is that there's this, where does it start? Okay, so the light, we're gonna put a big old circle here, okay? Hard around, boom, okay, big, no, maybe not there. Let's make it a little smaller just for me. Maybe not that small, like right about there, okay? Let's just say the sun is right there. So if the light is going this direction and it's just spreading out all those ways, okay, what angle does this land on? Because, okay, so it's hitting all up here. But there could be, like, where does the shadow start? Does it start here? Or does it start even further? See, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Let me change the color just so everybody can see this. All right, green sun. Nope. 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 There we go. Okay. Okay, so all of these are going on here. So where does it start? Does it start? Huh. How would I even go about doing this exactly? Okay, so actually, all right, I went back to my experiment a couple weeks ago, okay? Because, okay, I did let me get the bigger screen here. So, I did this last week, okay? So I'm thinking, like, it's kind of removed a little bit, depending on the angle. Like, if I'm going to do this, that's completely removed, and that starts pretty far away. So, is that what's happening? Is that what is happening here? So I would just gonna kind of go a little further, or what's the deal? Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's come back here. I'm going to try. Nope, that's not the right one. Just kind of diffuse all of that. Maybe not that much. And then this doesn't have to be such a hard line, but it still has to be a line where I can notice it at least. All right, we're gonna get rid of the greens here. So like if I just like stopped right there instead, oops. I don't know what's going on behind there, but it's not my problem. Does that make sense? As an image, does that make sense? And then as we get further away, the darker it gets. Does it, like... Oh, you guys can't even... You're just looking at me. Like... Is that what we're looking for? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. Let's just play with some colors, all right? Let's take a step back from reality for a second and just like, boom. The bluest blue I've ever seen. Alright, not blue. Let's try... I mean, I've been doing a lot of nighttime things because I just love nighttime colors. So we're going to go ahead and go, like, right around there and then dark... No. Yeah, somewhere around there. Now that's something. I like this. Alright, now let me just go ahead and do a version where I just put them all together. I'm going to duplicate these layers first of all. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and merge these three, see what happens. Ugh. What I don't want to happen is what happens. So we're gonna have to plan around that a little bit. I mean, that's like a little closer, minus the. Oh no! Let's talk about it. I mean, I can work my way around it. How would I even go about working my way around that? Yeah, we kind of lost a lot doing that. Alright, so how would I even go about getting that part back? Hold on. I'm gonna just like kind of color it in, or what's the deal here, baby? Is that gonna work? Let me just see. Right, hold on. Let's take a few steps back. Where do we merge the layers? Okay. So what messed up was okay, so when I merge these two, I mean, now that looks like it could be real. Almost. I mean, if I could just do something with, like, the sky or something, maybe that'll fix it. So if I just came back down here, well, there's this, and he's doing something. So it's not that does it. I don't even know what that is. No, not this one. This one. There's probably such an easy fix to what I'm going through right now, but I genuinely don't even know what to do. Alright, if I just do this, go back to here. Alright, nothing else. Just that. That covers that. That covers that. I don't even know what that is. But if I go back down to hard light. Okay, so if I make... Okay. I think I got it. So if I take the background color, the color of the background currently. Not that background. Okay, if I take the color of this, or no, if I take the color of if I take the color of that and grab that and then put it and then I put it behind there. I put it back here. And then I go bring this down here. Divide back down to like 11 or something like that. Something's still wrong though, that's the thing. Ugh. Alright, that's not what the problem is. Hmm. Okay, maybe I'm having so much trouble right now. Um, maybe if I just merge the sky layer. I mean, I'm not done with it, but like, I don't know what else to do right now. It sort of does. It sort of does what I want, actually. So, let's back her up here. I mean, I still don't want it to be that color, but that's unrelated to what's going on right now. Why am I still wearing shoes? Sorry, I'm learning how to untie shoes here. Give me a sec. Whoa! Okay. Man, this is hard. See, okay, I think what my issue is right now is that okay, we got it. Copy, paste. Yeah, so it's still like... Okay, so now I'm gonna do something... I'm gonna do something weird. Check this out. Warp. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do... Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm gonna go ahead and warp. I could have done a little bit more there, but that's okay. Nope. let's. Oh, I just discovered a new way to do this. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, hold on. Completely by accident discovered this. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. That's not what I want. There's too many waves going on here. Let's do it again. That was cool. Alright, so we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna grab that. Now that's kind of cool. Hold on now. Alright, except for this part. I can't seem to get around this part, but... Alright, I think I'm starting to get it now. Understand what's happening here. I love all these. Oh, you guys can see this. You guys can see all these little lines that I got going on over here. It's all twisted. No. It's all twisted up over here. Oh, that's messed everything up, question mark. We're gonna find out. Okay, we're good. Alright, so I've been doing this for a while. I've got a feeling if I just like step away for a minute and come back another day, I think we'll be able to really get it in. But there's been some amazing progress. Like, look at this. This is spectacular. Spectacular. You know, we'll figure out the sunset, or we'll figure out whatever. I mean, just the fact that I discovered that tool by itself is amazing. So, I think for now, this is where we're going to end. I'm probably going to finish this week because I have a submission to finish. And it's due next week. So I think I might finish this up and submit it, because this idea has already been in my head. So I just haven't been able to actually make it. So here it is. Thanks for watching, y'all. That was great. Thank you. Yee-hoo. Thank you. All right. Have a good night, y'all.